Hello, hello, friends. It is Dion at the Blushing Mint. Welcome in, my friends. It's so good to have you here. Thank you for joining me. So today I am just going to do a bit of a craft and chat, kind of a how-to video, just whatever it is, guys. It's just going to be a hodgepodge. I have lost my mojo. And I've just struggled with coming up with something to create. And bless my mother. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Love you. Bless my mom. She has been on a marketing little binge, looking for places and people that are interested in my journals. And lo and behold, of course, she landed one. And they need some journals by May 1st. FYI, today is April, no, oh yeah. Okay, May 1st? I don't know. Anyway, sorry, so confused. Anyway, today is March 18th. And as most of you know, I'm only home 2 days a week. And so creating some things that these guys would be interested in, I think actually my deadline is April 1st. That's why I'm so confused. April 1st. And today is March 18th. And so anywho, I have basically 2 weeks to create some journals for these people that would like to have them. So anywho, with that being said, I thought, gotta get it together, girl. Got to get it together, girl. And so I decided that I am going to create some traveler's notebook style journals. Now, what is that exactly? So a traveler's notebook, I don't even have one with me because it's not something that I have. But a traveler's notebook is a specific sized journal that is 8.5 tall by 4 5/8 wide. They're usually a single signature. They are usually something that is put inside of a larger cover, and it is used by people they use them for their daily journals. They use them to record traveling ideas, places they've been. They're used just like any other journal, but they're a very specific size. And I thought, you know what? I am going to try to maybe mass make some of those with you guys today. All right, here's the deal. I need to cut my size down to 8.5. And yes, I brought out my big cutter. Pardon my arm. Got to move something here. I brought out my big cutter because I trust the sizing on this one. I have had this cutter for over 20 years and it still cuts for me every single time, and I trust it with a project like this. And so that, my friends, is why I brought out Mr. Big Guns here. Just because I can't seem to, no matter what I do, make any other cutter cut straight. So 8.5. So 4 5/8 twice. Yes, 4 5/8. So 4.5 is 9. And another 2 is 9 and something. How'd you like that? That was really good measuring, my friends. I'm just telling you, that is good measuring. That's how I measure. Okay, so because my height, and then I have to double my side. So, like so. Now, do not lose your scraps, all right? I am using all Tim Holtz papers for these, just because they are, they're a sturdy paper. They don't crack when you fold them. They are just, so this is the size. This is the size of the journal. Look at that. It's great. They don't crack when you fold them. They hold up. They're nice papers. So I am using all Tim Holtz style papers, and let's face it, I have been hoarding these. He no longer makes these. He no longer makes these papers, these paper pads. These were 12 by 12 paper pads. They're no longer made. I have been hoarding them, and yeah, it's time to let them go. It's time to let them go, friends. So that is why I am choosing to use these. This one is going to be so pretty. So anyway, I just thought I would bring you along, friends, while I am in panic mode and I am creating. Yes, that's what I thought I would do. I would just bring you along for my chaos. So anyway, I hope you guys are great. I hope you guys are doing well. Easter is like a little over a week away, friends. I got to go to my daughter's. She has 15 or something dozen specialty Easter cookies. My daughter, if you don't know, we just kind of thought we softly launched her little home-based cookie business. And yeah, that soft launch led to like 20 dozen cookie orders in the first 2 days. Soft launch, my friends, soft launch. Would you like me to launch your business? I can do it real softly for you. No. Anywho, so I am going down at the end of this week. I'm actually kind of reversing my week. And instead of going down Tuesday through Friday, I'm actually going Thursday through Tuesday so that I can help her prep, and basically I'm the cleanup crew, friends. Okay, she doesn't trust me to decorate. I'm the cleanup crew, but I can help her, and I also get to help package and box and do customer service for all of her cookie orders. So that is my role. So I'm reversing my time home. So I actually have 4 days home this week. So that's why I need to be busy, my friends. I need to be busy. These are going to be great. Okay. Now, this one I have to be cautious of because it's stuck in my book. When I tried to rip it out, the glue was glued to the page in front of it. So I just have to keep that in mind when I am using the extra pages, the extra pieces. Okay, anywho, friends, I have no idea what I'm talking about. All right. Lovely. All right, so here are basically the 5 covers for my 5 traveler's notebooks. Okay, I'm going to set those aside. Now I need to get some additional papers that I'm going to add to these. And I just did a quick cleanup. Believe it or not, oh my gosh, I just did a quick cleanup of some papers in my craft shed, and oh my Lord, because I knew I had a ton of different papers, but finding them, I was just challenged. And so I cleaned up my craft space, friends. I did. I was thinking, yes, that will be gorgeous with that one. So I'm going to do that. So anywho, I found some hand-dyed papers that I thought I could use. I have to cut down, so maybe I could cut that one down. Not a fan of that. Okay. Found some book pages. But I don't think that's my best. That's what I'm thinking. I got some music papers, sheets here. And so I'm going to just put together signatures. That is what I'm doing, friends. That is what I'm doing. I'm going to put together some signatures here. I'm going to take these music sheets. I'm going to cut them down. Okay, if I do from the top. Setting my scraps aside here. And then these are approximately 9 wide. So all I'm going to do, because these are all folded in half, this is fine. I'm just going to take, and I literally just want to zip off the very edge here. Oh, I ended up cutting a piece here. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to just take and fold these in half. So when I'm doing signatures, I just choose all my papers. I think I want no more than 12 probably papers in these journals. You just don't want them to be huge. Because as you add photos or other things into them, they get so thick so fast. Okay. Just doing some cutting and folding here. This is so much fun, friends. So much fun watching me cut and fold, cut and fold, cut and fold. You see that I cut that beautiful piece of paper? Oh, bless, friends, bless. It'll still work. I'm going to cut it just right. I'll show you why. I'm going to end up folding that over. So then I want this to fold at 4 5/8. Oh, I have no idea, friends. I'm just here. I have no idea what's even happening. I'm just out here living my best life. Living my best life. I put a little mark there. I really did. Okay. And then this can come in here, and it can be like a little tuck spot on that page. Okay, and something like so, friends. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. Then I need just some coffee dye papers. Bear with me here. Gotta jump off my stool and come over to where I have all of my coffee dye papers at. Okay, I have some mandala dyed papers there. Some very lightly dyed coffee papers. Some graph paper. Have some learn to letter paper. So I'm just going to take some of these out. 5. Well, look at me grab 10 like I knew what I was doing. Okay, so let's fold these all now. do I want to cut? I don't know, friends. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. No, I don't really want to cut, but do I need to cut? Yes. Yes, my friends, I do. Not because I want to, but because it's necessary for the process, which is sad. These papers I dyed with a stencil. I coffee dyed with a stencil. Oh, they are incredible. I must say, if I must say so myself, friends, they're pretty incredible. They were fun. I did these one day at the cabin. I just sat down at the kitchen table and I got out my stencils and I made some coffee dye with instant coffee, and I just sat and stenciled some paper and got the hair dryer and the heat gun and just dried them up as I went, and I had so much fun. They take about, I did each one individually, and it takes about 5 minutes per page. The method I was using took about 5 minutes per page to create each image, but I absolutely think it is worth it because they're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. Just a bit of interest. That's all it is. Just adds a bit of interest to our journals. And I think whether these are purchased by a man or a woman or whatever, I don't think they're so overly feminine, being the mandala style, that it will make or break the whole extreme of the journal. All right, now, let's see, can I cut a few of these at a time to save myself a struggle here, friends? Because, you know, watching me cut paper is probably very, very boring for everyone. I'm sorry, but it is the process, and I never apologize for showing you the start to finish process, regardless of how interesting or lack of interesting it may be. I think it's very important as a maker to show the whole process. I just do. I just think that. So that is why I just show it all to you, friends. I just show it all to you. If you don't like it, watch it on 2 times speed. If you can watch it on 4 times speed. Whatever. Turn it off. I don't know, friends. I don't know. If you're not interested. But anywho. This is how I roll. These I actually think were done with a light tea stain. I mean, it's very hard to pick up. This is a white piece of paper. Whew. Those are tea stained. So you can see there is a bit of a difference there, but not extreme, like extremely dark. So I do love a good chomper. Just saying. It's so nice to have a chomper at hand that you can trust. Man, I'll tell you, I have gone through, and you guys, if you've been with me long, you know my struggle with paper cutters. I have so many of them, and I just don't feel like any of them is accurate. And so then that tells me that it's probably me, but I can come to this one and it's accurate every time. So, and I've had it for 20 years. So I don't know. I don't know whether it's just the quality of the time or what, but this one is literally accurate every time. City Brew Coffee is telling me that it's time to get some coffee. It's probably right. Okay, now this. I don't necessarily want to cut this. So I'm going to do like this. Oh, I should have checked to make sure this is 8.5, not 9. Yeah, okay. Just dawned on me that it might have been taller, but it is not. And yes, I know that I'm coming in a little bit, but I'll show you why I'm not doing these 100% the same width. I'll show you that when I get to putting these signatures together. It will make sense. I promise. It will, if I ever get to creating a signature here for you friends. Pulled out one too many. Okay, let's stop for a second. Oh no, let's put these in, sorry. How wide are these? 10. And I'm going to leave the little center hole up there. It doesn't bother me. I'm going to just leave that right there as it is. Having the different textures and types of paper, really add interest, especially these journals are going to be fairly unadorned. They're going to be fairly plain journals. The people who are interested in these are have a specific price point, and that price point means that my embellishments are going to be fairly minimal. And I think that's more the goal of a traveler's journal, is so that your journaling is front and center. Like that's the goal, is to have that journaling, writing space, place to put pictures, things like that. So having these fairly unadorned is perfect. All right, so here's my folded papers for the most part. Okay, those two are like on their own. Let's see. Just putting our like papers together. I'm going to need more papers, of course. I will, but I'm just going to show you, I'm going to explain a couple things to you while I'm doing this. All right, so just pick one from each pile and put it together. Doesn't matter how, for right now, just pick one and from each pile, and we're picking two of the plain ones, okay? Now, this is what my signature currently looks like. When you have a traveler's journal, you want all of your edges to be the same. So nothing sticks out beyond the cover. So I need to come back in and trim these edges, and I will do that with a straight, with like a razor knife and my ruler, but I'm not going to do that on camera right now. I'm going to do a few more things here. So anywho, so that is why when I folded up my papers here, I folded them in, because when I trim, then I'm not going to trim where I folded. So those will still remain folded pages, okay? That is the why that I did that. Did I grab a mandala page? No. No, friends, I did not grab a mandala page. Okay. And then I'm just going to set these aside. As I do these, I'm just going to set them aside. So this one. And then I'm going to have to go find some book pages and a few other pages of varying interests that I can add, but I'm going to pause you while I do that. So I just want to get these all together for right now, because I know I have 5 of each one of these, except for I need one more coffee dye paper. Okay, I need to grab another piece of lace dyed and or color dyed. So 1 second, friends. Back to the bin. I have the super random piece here. And so I have my straightener. This is my daughter's old straightener, friends. This is what I use to iron my paper out here in my shed. Just is what it is. Just saying. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing, friends, but I think I'm still within reason. Okay. All right, so far, here are our 5 Traveler's Notebooks. Each one just has a little bit that's going to need to come off of there. I'm going to pause you because I'm going to go try to find some book pages. Look at that, just fabulous. I'm going to try to find some book pages, and then I'll come back. So hold tight, friends. Hold on. Okay, friends, I found some more book pages to add to these journals. I grabbed, this is just a common houseplant book, and so I grabbed 5 double pages from there. And I grabbed an informational page and a photo page. I grabbed a double page from my butterfly book, which is, you guys have seen me use that 100 times. Then I have some Edith Holden pages, and I've grabbed a double page of that. And then I have a bird book, and I grabbed some duck images and then also some informational page from that same book. And so I thought these would all be interesting things to add to this traveler style journal. So I'm going to just pick up one of each of these. There was a blue butterfly in here. I just want to, because I do want to put that with my one that has more blues. Probably be that one. Okay. Okay, and then there was a blue image, this duck image, so I want that to go with my blues as well. Okay, 2 and a butterfly and an Edith Holden and a duck. And for now, I'm just going to tuck those into each signature. And then as I put it together, I will decide how I want them to tuck in. But for now, just grabbing one of each. This one has snakes. Yep, not big on that, so I'm going to cover that some way, somehow. I'm going to make use of it in a different fashion. I will, I promise, because I could not have that on one of my pages, just saying. I would not be a happy camper. This I wanted in one of the more masculine styles. Let's see. Swap these 2. Okay. All right. just love these birds, and the birds go with the birds, so that is why I am leaving that. Okay, so then, oh, look at that cover. Ooh, his Tim Holtz papers are just stunning, and I'm so sad that he is not doing them any longer because they are stunning. All right, now some of these pages are going to require extra reinforcement. That is one of the things about using antique and vintage book pages is by nature, they just are brittle pages. They just are. Nothing you can do about it. It just is what it is. So I am going to need to reinforce the spines on these because I do not want them to split when they get put into the journal. So I just have to decide how I want to do that and what tape. Washi tape, sorry friends. Washi tape is your friend for this. Washi tape, masking tape, whatever kind of tape you've got, it is your friend. Place that down, and I wrap mine around. I just like to give it the best possible chance at a full, non-ripped life that I can. That's all. That is all, friends. Had a Cooper hair in my tape. I can't have that. Cooper's my dog, friends. I mean, I love him, but I don't need his hair being attached to my tape anywhere. Just saying. Okay. Lovely. Let that dry. These here, I don't know that either one of these is going to need reinforcement, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just a little bit. Just a hint of reinforcements, friends. I had another little, oh, here it is. I have just a little one here. Can't glue in a straight line to save my soul. Did you see that, friends? That was pretty crazy. But that's me. That's just how I work. Okay. Set these aside as I'm working here. This one here I know is not going to need reinforced, so I'm good with that. This one is That one shouldn't, but just because, let's do it anyway. Because it will be my luck that I don't, and it does, and I'm sad because I didn't. So let's just do it, friends. Just do it right. Okay. I'm just bringing that down to where it meets the other one and setting it aside. All right, our little plant books. Again, it's not that they need it, but it's the idea that if I do it, I know I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to pause you for a second, friends. Sorry, friends, I paused you and because my daughter called, and then, you know, when that happens, I forget and I just get to crafting and doing my thing, and you know how it is. Yeah. So anywho. All right. So I've got my signature put together here, and then I took one of the strips. Okay, so I took the log strip here. So this isn't the right, this strip came from this one here. Okay, so I took this strip and I cut it down to, so this strip was 3.5 wide, and I cut it down to 2 3/4 wide, and then I wrapped a part of it around the front of my journal, folded it where it hit the spine, and it's just a hair back from the front cover. You can see that I inked it up so you could see that, and then I folded it in half and cut off where it met, and I'm left with this little piece here. I cut it into a tag shape using my little acrylic tag block. Okay, and this is going to be the closure for our journal. I'm going to show you that. And then I put the signature together, and it's not sewn in. I just kind of put my pages in the way that I like them. And I got to the center of the signature, and I love the Edith Holden pages, but regardless, one of my signatures is my envelopes. And Maybeth, thank you for your comments about my envelopes. I love making envelopes, and I just think they add so much character to journals. And so I am going to create one of my vintage style decoupaged envelopes for each of the centers of each one of these traveler's journals. So I'm going to stop the video here at this point. I'm going to get all of my signatures all put together and whatnot. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to create the envelopes that's going to be the centers for each of my journals. Then I'll come back. I'm going to do some sewing. Oh, also, this strip here that was left over from where we created the size of our journal. So this is the leftover from the 12-inch. This is going to be like a tuck spot, but I think it's too wide. By the time you get this sewed in here, I think that's too wide. So I just am going to come in here. This is just under, so this is about 2 3/4. So that makes it 1 and just over 1/4. And I'm going to just cut that in half-ish, friends. Okay. I don't know if I did this right or not. Let's see. I could have used a little bit more, but that's okay. And I'm going to make this be a little side tuck here. And I'm going to sew it because I'm going to sew around these. I know it is a little extra detail that's not necessary, but I do think I am going to sew around just the front covers and the tags on each of these journals. I still want to give them that really super personal touch, and I think that will make a world of difference to how these play out in the end. So I'm going to glue these in. I'm going to put a little notch in here, glue these in, and then I'm going to sew around them. So I'm going to do a little off-camera work, but you guys will see how it all plays out in the end. So for now, friends, I know that was a whole lot of, I don't even know what, but anywho, this is where my brain is, and this is what's happening in my world right now. So I am going to just sign off. I'm going to keep working here, and I'll bring you guys along when I can here to kind of show you how it all lays out. And of course, then I'll bring you along when I do anything major, like showing you how I do the tie closure, the tag closure, and all of that. Friends, I'll bring you along, you know, whether it's fun and exciting or not. You know, it's crafting with me, friends. That's how it is. So until the next time, friends, I hope that you guys are well. Take care. Find time to do the things that you love to do. I hope some of that is crafting. And until the next time, friends, I will chat with you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.